Tensions between China and the United States are escalating over the latest US military aid package to Taiwan. On Sunday, China criticized the $571 million defense deal, claiming it violates the One China principle and undermines agreements between both nations. A Chinese Foreign Ministry statement described Taiwan as a red line in US-China relations and warned that Beijing would take all necessary measures to protect its territorial integrity. This marks the latest development in the ongoing conflict over Taiwan, which China claims as its own territory.
The Taiwan question is at the core of China's core interests and the first red line that cannot be crossed in China-US relations. To aid Taiwan independence by arming Taiwan is just like playing with fire and will get the US burned. And to use the Taiwan question to contain China is doomed to fail. China urges the US to immediately stop arming Taiwan and stop the dangerous moves that undermine peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. We will take all measures necessary to firmly defend national sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity.
The $571 million aid package, authorized by President Joe Biden on Saturday, includes military services, material, and education designed to strengthen Taiwan's defenses against potential Chinese aggression. Additionally, the US approved a separate $295 million in military sales earlier in the week, further escalating tensions. China's response was swift, with the Foreign Ministry urging the US to halt its military sales to Taiwan, calling them dangerous moves that destabilize the Taiwan Strait. These remarks followed a broader criticism of the Pentagon's annual report on Chinese military and security developments, which China labeled as biased and irresponsible.
The US report, like previous similar reports, ignores facts and is full of bias. Spreading the China threat theory is just an excuse to maintain its military hegemony. China is firmly committed to being a stabilizing, peaceful, and progressive force in the world, while also resolutely defending national sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity.
Taiwan, a self-governing island of 23 million people, welcomed the US military aid, with its foreign ministry praising the sales as a reaffirmation of Washington's commitment to Taiwan's defense. Taiwan's government has long rejected China's sovereignty claims, but Beijing's military posturing and rhetoric seem to intensify, further escalating tensions. The US military's support for Taiwan has become a major point of contention between the two superpowers. China's rhetoric has become more forceful, warning the US to avoid a Cold War mentality and respect China's sovereignty. Lin Jian, spokesperson for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, responded to US Secretary of State Antony Blinken's comments, emphasizing that Taiwan is a purely internal Chinese matter.
China has always viewed and developed China-US relations in accordance with the principles of mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and win-win cooperation, while firmly defending its own sovereignty, security, and development interests. We have always believed that the new Cold War cannot be fought or won, and that containment of China is unwise, undesirable, and will not succeed.
Lin also condemned the US for its alignment with what he described as Taiwan's separatist forces. Taiwan is China's Taiwan, Lin reiterated, asserting that the issue is not open to external interference.
Taiwan is China's Taiwan, and the Taiwan issue is purely an internal affair of China that needs no external interference. The biggest challenge to peace in the Taiwan Strait is the separatist activities for Taiwan independence and the interference and destruction by external forces. What the U.S. side should do is to abide by the One China principle and the 3 Sino-U.S. joint communiques. Abide by the commitment not to support Taiwan independence. Stop conniving at the separatist forces of Taiwan independence, and stop interfering in China's internal affairs on the issue of Taiwan.
In recent months, rising military tensions in the Taiwan Strait, China's expanding nuclear capabilities, and growing ties with Russia have further complicated US-China relations. These developments make Taiwan's future even more precarious as both countries compete for influence in the region. With Beijing hardening its stance and the US reaffirming its commitment to Taiwan's self-defense, the situation is set for a potentially volatile confrontation with an uncertain outcome.